All right, Miles, let's talk about the Chicago Bears here for a little bit. Look, this is a team that has made a lot of moves this offseason, whether it's, of course, the draft trade, whether it's in free agency. This is a team that has completely retooled their entire roster, top down. Ryan Poles has done one heck of a job. But there's some new news out that shows the Bears aren't done making moves. And I think something very massive that Bears fans will really appreciate is right around the corner.
Yeah, Nick, I think the Chicago Bears team looks absolutely phenomenal. I think they are actually pretty underrated as far as roster construction has gone this offseason. They're looking very, very solid. And the Chicago Bears fans know this, Nick. They know this team inside and out. And that's why today in the comment section, we want to ask the fans, give us your most under the radar Bears take, the take that no one is catching on to that you know is true. Let us know those in the comments below, and we're going to pick some of our favorites and share them in our next Bears video. So comment your most under the radar Bears takes in the comments below. Make sure you also stay tuned to the end of today's video to hear word from our partner of today's video, that is Neuro. They have some great products to give you a quick and easy boost of energy. We love to take their mints or gum right before our show, give us our extra edge, extra burst of energy to get through the Bears content that you love. So make sure to stay tuned to hear more about Neuro and their products and to get your hands on our discount code. But nonetheless, Nick, let's get into it. What is looming behind the halls at the Bears?
So I think this entire offseason, the Bears and especially Ryan Poles have done an outstanding job of being patient, right? They obviously had the number one overall pick. They waited it out as long as they could before they could trade it. They got a lot for it. Obviously, DJ Moore and all the draft capital. They made a lot of great signings in free agency, and they used a lot of patience. They didn't overreact too early and put themselves in a tough position. And it looks like their patience may be paying off yet again, because it looks like the Bears are preparing to make potentially another huge move. This was reported to us from Shy City Sports. Miles, if you can throw it up, I will read from the report. All right, here we go. General Manager Ryan Poles has hinted the Bears are interested in trading or signing a free agent defensive end this offseason. The Bears could add another wide receiver like DeAndre Hopkins to fill the offense if the team wants to make a run in the playoffs this season as well. Eberflus told reporters in his press conference Wednesday that the Bears are interested in, quote, a lot of free agents. And Poles was later asked, and he said, we'll see. We're working on it. We don't stop working and looking at different avenues to bring players in. There are some options, potentially trade options. There's also some guys on the street that still could potentially come in and help us. Maybe something will happen sooner rather than later. All right, to me, Mice, this is very interesting because most of the times, and you've seen it about 2/3 of the teams, when they're asked about, hey, are you going to make another move? They say, we're focused on the guys we have in the building. Mike McCarthy of the Dallas Cowboys was asked about DeAndre Hopkins. He says, hey, I like D-Hop, but we're focused on the guys we have in the building. Bill Belichick was asked about similar situation. He says, we're focused on the guys at minicamp right now. Mike Tomlin, Harbaugh, everyone says, hey, listen, we're focused on the guys we have in the building. The Bears being so open and direct about this and so open of the fact they're about preparing to make a big move makes me think they're 100% are, and it's already in the works. And we know this time of year after June 1 is when you get to see a lot of these veterans, these guys that, the way contracts are structured after June 1st, you get some guys get cut. The market gets flooded out as some teams kind of offload some salary cap dollars. A lot of veterans will become available or already were available that now look more attractive salary cap wise. And it looks like the Bears could potentially be waiting to pounce on one of these guys. Mize, give me your thoughts on this move by the Bears and potentially a few targets that Chicago has.
Yeah, Nick, I think this is really, really smart thinking by Chicago. Like you said, guys, a lot of older veterans, they don't maybe want to come to OTAs. They want to wait out that period. So they come in, get some later work in. They do stuff on their own. So now is prime time to get those really late additions. And this is what I see a lot of smart teams do. A lot of teams will come out and wait and try to get the best of the rest. They'll wait around and try to get these guys that are pretty good at a heavy discount. And I think that's what the Bears are trying to target, is to get themselves a top tier pass rusher to add to kind of round out this defense. And I think that would be a really smart move, whether it's, a guy like we mentioned, Yannick Ngakoue is available. There's a lot of other really good guys. Leonard Floyd is out there. There's some really nice players potentially that the Bears could go after that I think would help this team out tremendously. But Nick, the Bears are doing everything exactly right. Like you said, patience has been the key this season. They wait, they trade and get a haul for their pick. They wait, and now they can pick up some of these pass rushers who haven't been given any attention this offseason so far for maybe a discounted price. Continue this masterful roster building process that Poles and company has come attuned to lately, Nick. So this, once again, I think is really solid work by the Bears. Really solid work by Eberflus and Ryan Poles to kind of just, go under the radar until it's necessary. And now they're letting the world know, hey, we're in the market. We're looking at free agents now. So be prepared. There's a move that is about to be made.
Yeah, Miles, and let's just go through those two guys in particular because I think those are probably, I would guess, their two top targets right now. And one of the things about the salary cap that the Bears have done a magnificent job managing is that as many moves as they've made, they still have an incredible amount of cap space. According to overthecamp.com, the Chicago Bears have 32 million bucks in cap space still in the 2023 campaign. Now, look, sometimes a lot of teams will have a lot of cap space because their next year they won't, so they're trying to save some, so it'll roll over. That's kind of how it works. But if you go to 2024, next season, the Chicago Bears are slated to have $97 million in free cap space. So they have all kinds of capital. So they don't even have to look for a deal, Miles. They can actually pay fair market price or potentially over market. And if you look at Leonard Floyd and Ngakoue, you look at their dollars last season, their cap hit. So you look at Ngakoue, it was about $13 million. If you look at Leonard Floyd, it was about $16 million based on an annualized basis. We'll just assume it'll be about the same. The Bears have more than enough cap space for both of those guys this year and next year. Not saying they would get both of them, but they have so much cap space they can sit there and go, "Hey, listen, Ngakoue, maybe the Chiefs are calling you, or maybe some other team's calling you. Hey, we'll outbid them by 5% because they have that cap space." And that's what you get by being patient and making smart moves. You can actually overpay slightly and not hurt the short-term or long-term prospects of your team. Credit to Ryan Poles and company. He may already have won the NFL Executive of the Year for what he's done up to this point, but he's continuing to be on a hot trend. This guy looks like a really smart guy, and the future of the Bears looks to be in strong hands because of it. All right, Miles, we would like to give a special thanks to our partner in today's video, Neuro.
That's right, Nick. And I want you to go with me on a journey really fast. I want you to imagine this. It's 4th and goal in the big game, Nick. Your team is relying on you to make the big time game winning play. I know you've been in this situation before, Nick. The stadium is roaring. The clock is ticking. The game is on the line. But if only in that moment you were able to have some Neuro Gum. Neuro Gum will help you stay concentrated, and it gives you a burst of energy without a nasty crash.
That's right, Miles. Neuro has thoughtfully curated ingredients and does endless lab testing, which means that you can reach the right state of mind safely and consistently. That's the most important part. It gives you a clean burst of energy and focus without the jitters of coffee or any of those other energy drinks.
That's right, Nick. And if you click our sponsor link in the description below, you can enjoy energy, calm, and focus whenever you need it.